I want to start this video off by saying shout out to you guys. Normally I go through the comments for the beginning of the week on Thursday, and I'll slightly gauge how my video for that day is doing, and I'll look at comments from here or there, but I like to go through all the comments from videos prior and answer those before I get to the video I'm on that day. But man, to see the response of yesterday's video was cool. It was really cool and unexpected. To see the amount of people that were actually for the idea. Of course, there's people that were against it, but shouts out to you guys on that. But I really want to talk about what you guys had to say in these last few videos this week. So this video is going to be completely dedicated to you guys. So we got another reading your comments. Run the intro. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K here, and welcome back to another video. Yes, as you saw in the intro, today I'll be reading your guys' comments. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell. I would talk about free agency and stuff like that, but the thing is, right now it's a lot of he say, she say. Come 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, we're not really gonna know anything about signings and whatnot. Right now, we know about the rumors. I talked about the recent moves that the Knicks made yesterday, but right now we have Carmelo Anthony rumored to come to us. Now Gordon Hayward, who decided to not go forward with his deal or not pick up his last year of his deal with the Boston Celtics, is now available, and he's being attached to teams like us and now Atlanta. But there's a lot of he say, she say right now, and the biggest conversation has been, what do we do about the point guard situation? I've been saying it for months on end. I don't truly believe Fred VanVleet really is an option for us. I don't see Toronto not throwing the bag at Fred VanVleet. I'm gonna be completely real. They can offer him more money than anybody else, and I fully expect them to do so because he's just such an integral part to that team. And there's rumors that Kyle Lowry might not be there for the remainder of his career, and he might be traded. So it'd be better to have VanVleet there for the future of their team. So I just don't see him leaving. I really genuinely don't see Fred VanVleet leaving that team, and that leaves us to so little options at point guard. Yeah, DJ Augustine, Jeff T, that's nice, but those aren't the starting point guards I want. It'd be cool, it's a good placeholder, but those aren't the starting point guards I want. If we do go those routes, it'd be cool to have them on the team, have the veteran presence for sure. But if that's the route we go, I do hope that Ntilikina is our starting point guard at that point. Or the option, ZoDoNY, hashtag ZoDoNY. I need you to spread it on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. Spread it on Twitter, ZoDoNY. We need Leon and those people upstairs to hear it and do more research on it. Well, I'm sure they're probably doing more research than we expect because, that's their job. They got tons of people doing that job now compared to front offices that we've had in the past. But ZoDoNY, this is the opportunity we have. This is the chance. This is the window we have. So I'm hoping that we get some kind of conversation about that in the upcoming days. But we'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. That being said, I want to come to you guys' comments because I really want to hear what you guys have to say because, like I said, a lot of people came into that last video. I do want to read some from other videos as well, but I got a lot of opinions for a lot of things free agency in this last video, so let's get into that. Number one, with Ronnie Bobby Edition. I like this comment because that is talking about the overall problem rather than just the Lonzo Ball scenario that I dropped for you guys. Ronnie said this: the Knicks better focus on acquiring a point guard that can score, one that will make you pay for leaving him open. They should make a run at long shot VanVleet or try and trade for Westbrook. Signing someone like Hayward should be a distant second option. I hope this organization doesn't blow it by not addressing their point guard needs first. Yeah, I hear you on that. Like I said, I'm just not completely sold on the VanVleet thing. I don't think that he's going to be here. I don't think that the Raptors are going to let him walk without throwing a bag at him. I just don't see that happening. And the Westbrook stuff, we've been hearing the rumors that, which to me I feel like is a smokescreen. I'm not completely buying it. We're hearing the rumors that the Knicks and Rockets, the conversation for Westbrook has died down, and there's no real progression on that. But I take that as a smokescreen, and I full-heartedly believe because of, like I said, with VanVleet, not much other options in point guard. I really believe that there's something in the works going on with Westbrook, but we'll see what happens with that. Derek Kai saying, I agree. Lonzo has one of the lowest usage rates and still puts up 12, 7, and 7. If he takes a little leap and keeps his other part of his game consistent, he could average 15, 7, and 7, and plus he stretches the field. and his pick and roll game could be dangerous with Robinson and Obi. I like the move, plus Pelicans seem to not appreciate him, so why not? Derek Kai, he's echoing my sentiment. He's literally echoing my sentiment. For him to not even be utilized, like you said, low usage rate, for him not to be utilized the way he should be utilized, not just letting Lonzo be Lonzo Ball. He's still averaging 12, 7, and 7. And, I think 15 at some point he could probably get there. But I can see him definitely around the range of 14, 8, and 8. I can even see that. I can see 14, 8, and 10 in some situations if you just let Lonzo Ball be Lonzo Ball. It just makes too much sense for the team that we have. Like, I don't know how else to talk about it. It makes too much sense. And I just really hope that it's just something that's entertained by the Knicks. I really do. Yellow Baron says, Leon, please just share your secret plan with me. I'm too excited. I can't wait. Man, you are preaching to the crowd. Man. Like, we've been doing so good in this year's offseason, and free agency hasn't even officially began yet. That's what's insane. As far as our qualifying offers and picking up and dropping team options, I love what we did so far. I'm upset about the Kenny Wooten thing. I understand the Dotson. I'm upset about it, but that's just from a fan standpoint. But for the Knicks, I get it. The Kenny Wooten one, I still feel like we could have, kept that one open, but I get it. We want to keep the two ways open. We just got rid of our other two-way as well, so we have all of our two-way options available for somebody else. But yeah, other than that, the moves we've been making, the trade that we made for with the 23rd pick and dropping back to 25 and 33 after having the 27th pick and 38th pick, like the front office so far has been great. This has been a fantastic offseason thus far. Rumors be damned compared to any other offseason we've had. So, yeah, I completely agree. I want to know the plan, Leon, but at the same time, keep a hush-hush, Leon. I love that you're doing it that way. Alex said Knicks for using Trade Finder on drafts. That's fact. I mean, it'll work because Trade Finder will do something like that. Like, it will flip a terrible situation into some of the best moves that you can have when you have Trade Finder on 2K. That is so funny, but facts. It seemed like it. CH, I disagree. Knicks 2-2. What? I'm assuming you're saying Knicks have to give Frank the keys and let him drive without having to look over his shoulder. I do agree with this. This is something I've been echoing for the longest amount of time, but then it just, he kept getting benched and he just wasn't giving the minutes, especially when he had that stretch of basketball where he was just playing out of his mind for Frank Ntilikina standards, 20 points in a game, he was just doing Frank Ntilikina stuff. And the thing is, yes, I agree. The problem is, I just need that jump shot to be more consistent. And that's the comparison that I had between him and Lonzo Ball. That is something that Lonzo has improved. Frank, we've yet to see that improve. If Frank Ntilikina was shooting at a better clip last year, even if he wasn't averaging that many points, if he was shooting at a better clip last year, 9 points per game, 8 points per game, but shooting like 40% from the field, 35 from the three-point line, this would be a different conversation. I still love Frank Ntilikina. This is not me saying that I'm giving up on Frank Ntilikina. No. Frank Ntilikina, I've said it yesterday. I'm saying it again today. He's very valuable to this team defensively and as a facilitator and energy off the bench. Frank Ntilikina is always the first one hyping up his team, whether he's not playing or whether he's playing. Frank Ntilikina is very important to this team. But if he was shooting at a better clip, for sure, I'd be saying squash any point guard situation. Let's just ride with Frank Ntilikina and give him the keys. I completely agree. I like this. I've been hearing this theory, and I like it, and I agree with it. Oh my gosh, if we had gotten Max, I'd been excited. But Batmind says, I see it with Lonzo and could get with it. No matter what, this front office is making smart moves, and I trust them. They clearly have plans and backups if they don't come off, i.e. the draft. Pretty sure they went for Maxey, then traded down when they missed him. Also heard that happened with the 33 too. 100%. I do believe that you can see that the front office actually was able to adapt to situations that were going on. Yeah, I think that trade up was going to be for Maxey, especially since he dropped as far as he did. I was so focused on trying to hopefully get Tyrell Terry. I really wanted Tyrell Terry so bad, and he ended up with the stupid Mavericks. Of all teams, so irritated by that. But yeah, I definitely think that was in the works. But kudos to the Philadelphia 76ers because the 76ers are doing a great job flipping around a terrible situation that they had with a lot of weird signings and now putting together a team that just makes sense. Shout out to Doc Rivers and shout out to Daryl Morey, who are putting together a pretty good squad over there. I'll give you some credit to Elton Brand as well. But yeah, and they adapted to it. You know, they drafted Leandro Bolmaro, but got instantly made that trade to flip for Emmanuel quickly, and what could have been Daniel Toro. But like you said, I don't think Daniel Toro was the guy they wanted. They were able to flip that, and now we got a possible pick in what's going to be a very insane draft in 2023. Chaos Film said, I wanted Obi. I feel like he'll be a better fit with RJ than Randall. I'm just surprised how they still haven't traded Randall. I also think these month is plotting on Cade Cunningham. Facts on facts on facts. Now, you have to understand, this is a hard tug of war that we got going on with this Cade Cunningham thing, because yes, it seems like all signs are pointing to us hopefully trying to make some sort of move to go and get at Cade Cunningham. But you have to understand, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green are probably going to be the top 2 prospects in next year's draft. And Tom Thibodeau is talking about wanting to win now. I fully expect us making some sort of a push for the playoffs this year, even in a rebuild season. But we won't know until free agency is over. But thus far, with the moves that are being made, it looks like the Knicks are making a push to make this team a playoff team. And if that's the case, we might not be in the Cade Cunningham sweepstakes unless we are bringing in pieces that we know we can flip to possibly get a better pick in next year's draft. So right now, I'm just sitting back and letting the front office do their thing. I full-heartedly feel a lot more confident in what this front office has done. And like I said, as of me recording this video, free agency hasn't even begun yet. And I've already been blown away by this front office that we've got put together. You know, PCN saying, great point, CK2K. I am also a big fan of Lonzo and think his potential is ignored, coupled with his progress and improved shooting and gameplay. Yes, he slumped a little in the bubble, but overall, he will be a perfect fit for this Knicks team and will help. I repeat, help RJ and Mitch facilitate the offense and create plays for them to grow offensively as well as defensively. Great video, bro. Appreciate that, PCN. And yeah, that's pretty much the point I was trying to get across. It just makes too much sense. It just makes too much sense. And I hope that's being entertained. But appreciate that, PCN. Appreciate it. Brandon Green. Yo, CK. Wasn't feeling you the first 50 times you said Lonzo Ball. But now, I'm all for it. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. I just want to convince you guys. That's all I want to do. That's the thing. Other thing, too. Like, I am a Lonzo Ball fan. Yes. That's obvious. But at the same time, like, I am a bigger Knicks fan. And if you cannot see that him on the Knicks with what we have, especially after what we went through last season, if you cannot see his skill set not making sense with this team, you don't make sense to me. Those are the kind of players I want as my point guard. Frank Ntilikina, like, I love facilitating point guards. I just want them to have that scoring ability, like our previous comment said, like if they are left open or if they have the ability to get a shot off. I want that kind of point guard too, and that's what Lonzo has been developing. That's what Lonzo's been his entire career, but since he's been in the NBA, he lost that a bit, and he's been bringing it back. So Lonzo Ball is just the perfect prototype point guard that I want for the Knicks. Even if it's not Lonzo Ball as our future point guard, I want someone like that. That's the kind of guy I want to be our long-term point guard. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, this Demo B, thank you. This is what I'm talking about. Demo B said, Frank is our Marcus Smart. He will be Mr. Everything. Thank you. I'm just glad somebody heard it, because that's the thing with, like, I'm a Frank stan, but the Frank Hive, they get a little worrisome sometimes because they get too heavy, and if you say anything against them, they kill you for it. But this is what I'm trying to say. Frank Ntilikina is hella valuable for us, but I just don't think he's our starting point guard. That's not a slight. That's not a slight at all. He's hella valuable, and I love this comp saying that would be our version of Marcus Smart, somebody that just does everything and goes out there and plays minutes. The thing is, he needs to get those minutes, whether he's starting or not. Go out there and get those minutes and do what he does. We saw him lock down everybody's favorite player last year, okay? Luka locked down, Dame locked down, same Russell Westbrook locked down. Like, he has a resume. I'm with you, Demo. Thank you, Demo. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Chris Marshall, Lonzo would work. I'm just not down to be abused by David Griffin. I'd rather trade for Kira, though. I think we would be more abused if we try to attempt a trade for Kira Lewis. I mean, I'd be for that, too. Give me either one. Give me Lonzo or Kira Lewis, but I feel like we would be a little bit more abused from Kira Lewis because he is strictly off of upside and potential because we haven't seen him play a game yet, so he could probably finesse us for a little bit more draft picks with that. Lonzo Ball, the rumors have been out there that they're trying to move him. They tried to move him, blah, 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 blah. So I feel like we can work a deal. And look, man, our front office ain't no chumps either, bruh. Our front office ain't no chumps either. So I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about it at all. Ooh, and last but not least, this is the one I was waiting for. Pinnacle Lutz, he says, think the Knicks can wiggle Fox away from Sacramento since they drafted Halliburton with the question mark? That is a tremendous question, and that's another scenario that we haven't really been talking about, because it's been rumored around the league for the last 2 years that De'Aaron Fox does not intend to play his entire career with Sacramento. The minute he can get out, he will try to get out. That's been rumored for the longest time. I mean, we've been hearing the rumbles about Buddy Hield trying to get his way out of Sacramento. He almost got to Boston until they drafted Aaron Neesmith, and now they definitely don't need him because they got the same player but younger. So I do think that there is something there. I do think if we potentially by the trade deadline, if Tyrese Halliburton ends up being the guy that a lot of people think Tyrese Halliburton could be, and they realize that they want to go forward with him over than a De'Aaron Fox, I think there might be that opening that we could make that trade. I think De'Aaron Fox and Lonzo Ball are both in very similar situations where they have all the rights to be given the keys to the teams that they're on, but the organizations are still breathing down their back with backups, you know, with Kira Lewis and Tyrese Halliburton. So yeah, De'Aaron Fox is another conversation that we can have. I don't know. I feel like it'd be a little bit more difficult to get a De'Aaron Fox away from Lonzo Ball, because De'Aaron Fox at least came into the league swinging. Lonzo Ball was somebody that was more of a potential climb to get to where he is right now. So I feel like, you know, De'Aaron Fox might be a little bit more expensive than Lonzo Ball is right now. But yeah, guys, there's so much more that comes with that. Like I said, you guys have been so supportive in the last few videos. My goal is to get through every single one of these comments because I love talking and going back with you guys. I still, like I said, I'm probably still on Tuesday's video where I'm responding to those comments. But my goal is to get through these ones as well. And that's why I love doing videos like this, where I can talk to you guys, put you up, and talk to you guys with my mouth rather than responding with my fingers. But what do you guys think, though, man? How do you guys think free agency is going to pan out for the Knicks? I heard all you guys' opinions on the Lonzo thing, and just keep it going. Like I said, Zoe to NY, hashtag Zoe to NY. Keep it going. Get it out there, loud and proud. Let's have the front office hear us. But yeah, man, what do you guys think is gonna happen with free agency? Free agency begins a few hours after this video goes up. If anything crazy happens, I know I don't normally upload over the weekend. I will probably upload this weekend if we make some kind of big blockbuster pickup. But if we make some, you know, good moves throughout the weekend, just look for me over on social media. I'll be talking about it there. But if we make anything crazy happens this weekend, I'll be putting up a video. You better believe it. All right. Much love to you guys, man. It means a lot for all the support. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to go hit up that join button so you can join the CK crew with all the amazing members that are out here supporting the channel. It means a lot. Much love to all you guys, man. Free agency begins, all right? We're off to a great start. Let's see how we round it out, all right? I believe in the Knicks. I believe in this front office. Let's get it. See you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time